In Python, sequences are any ordered collections of items where each item has a position or an index. Think of a row of lockers numbered left to right. Each locker can store something, and the numbers on the doors are the indexes. Strings are also sequences. They are sequences of characters. So if I have a variable here, and let's call it word, and the world is hello, I can access the first item in that sequence by accessing the item number 0 or the item at index 0. And here I'll get the letter H. I could do word with the sequence or the index of 1, and I'll get the letter E. We also could do negative indexes, which basically means start counting from the end. So if I do -1 and -2, we should get both the last two letters here. So if I do this, we get the letter O and the letter L. Lists and tuples are sequences that can store numbers, strings, booleans, and they can even store other lists and tuples. Lists are created using square brackets, and they are changeable, or what we call mutable. So to create a list, here's my list example. That will equal a square bracket where I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Tuples, however, are created using parentheses, and they cannot be changed, or in other words, immutable. To create a tuple, here's our example. We open and close parentheses, and here we can have our items. And so over here, if I try to print my list, and if I can print my tuple, we'll get those two results. And you see them as we output them, also wrapped in square brackets and the parentheses. All sequences behave similarly in many ways. You can access their items using their indices, you can find their length, you can slice them. However, the key distinction or the key difference between lists and tuples is mutability. Lists are mutable. They can grow, they can shrink, they can modify items within their collections. However, tuples are fixed. Once they're created, they are set. And that distinction matters a lot when it comes to designing programs, and we'll talk about that later on.